Hey everybody, welcome back to another Line Plays of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're randoming here, and we're gonna random Blue Baby. Called it Samson. Apparently you only random Samson and Lilith in today's day and age. Oh, don't forget about the Keeper. 160XWDK0. We're going to do some exploration. We're gonna get 5 cents. We're gonna have a nice run. I gotta be honest, I'm having weird runs lately. And I'm not talking about in the toilet, I'm talking about in the toilet that is my YouTube channel. I'll take Cursed Eye, mostly because I had inertia moving me upwards and I'm hoping for a full run reroll. But actually, I like Cursed Eye some of the time. And we've kind of abstained from taking it most of the time lately. So you know what? It deserves a run in the sun. And if you're gonna get bent out of shape about that, take a look at the state of the world, bro. We got bigger problems, temporarily speaking, at least. We're gonna try to get to 5 cents, get a blood bank, get IV bag, and then just roll for the rest of this. Because, like, we've been having, you know, easy run. Like, Mom's Knife, Brimstone, Sad Bombs. Easy run. We've been having zany runs. And they're alternating, but I'm really a creature of habit. Give me all zany so I can stay in a zany mindset, or give me all normal so I can stay in a normal mindset. Being able to flip back and forth between them, I'll take it as a strength. You know, if I can do that, then I'm proud of myself for it. But at the same time, like, it's hell trying to keep your mind not flooded in a situation like that. I gotta be honest, I long for the routine, not necessarily of the streak, because I understand that there are some people who get annoyed by the streak that think it's boring, you know, the same fundamentals over and over, and I can understand that mindset of thinking that that's not something that you want to see. You know, that's valid. But at the same time, I do miss the routine of knowing what's going to happen. But, you know, if the run wants to put us in this Eric Andre, you know, TV funhouse of zany despair, then I'll accept it, and I accept it with open arms, or should I say with arms wide open, Scott Stapp style, and I, you know, I guess embrace my position as the Emperor of Zane. If you think that's a One Direction reference, I'm flattered, but I'm 27, so really it's just a coincidence. You never had One Direction, you never even had your car. Anyway, we're getting out of this. So far, so good. This is a very normal first floor. Mr. Dolly's a nice pickup. We're not going to have a chance to IV bag because we didn't get money from our secret room. We could have gotten money from our secret room, but in the end, we didn't have quite enough bombs to get the coin bag, which is the penny purse, something like that. They call it one of those things, I'm sure. But our damage is going to be good. Rate of fire going up is good, if for no other reason than it gets us to a charge that allows us not to teleport via Cursed Eye, if we were to take damage thanks to that. By the way, there was a little bit of wonky audio in the previous episodes. Game was like a little low. It's been raised back up, Josh Groban style, so we should be good there. But let me know. Keeping this series fairly agile, so if something like that happens, we can step in and solve it before it becomes like a 30-episode problem at least. However, I gotta say, I'm really liking Cursed Eye right now. Something about it looks very formidable. Ooh, I don't mind Odd Mushroom. Rate of fire is probably getting a little bit, you know, bordering on absurdity, considering we're rolling Cursed Eye and already had a good rate of fire, but certainly better a great rate of fire than a terrible one. So our damage being slightly lowered is actually something we can accommodate for just by no tinted rocks, really. Just by you know, constructively taking damage. Which is why, actually, as Samson, I'd really like to see an item like Cambion Conception. You know, something that allows us to double down on constructively taking damage and turn it into a big advantage for us in the end. Still probably not interested in going to the shop, but at least enough money to maybe start to think about getting an arcade on a future floor. And you know what? With one bomb, tinted rocks are valuable, but so is a crack at a secret room. Okay, we got it, and I'll play it until we get down to 5 cents, because the more the merrier when it comes to Spirit Hearts. Each Spirit Heart is a curse room. I think I'll hold Hagalaz, because I'm out of runes, even though, you know, we could have gotten good work done with that card as well. Hagalaz at least gives us the ability to crack a Tinted Rock while we're out of bombs. I also, like, although it would predispose us to deals with the angels, probably, I don't know why I say angels. You know what? It's fair. There are 2 angels. There's only one devil. I could be your angle or your devil, by the way, in case you're curious. Well, that's a bummer. I teleported out. Regular secret room here, maybe? Nope. We gotta be fine on HP. I'm not worried about HP. But it would be good to get a lump of coal. Like, our shot speed is so high that seems sensible to me. But let's just start by not dying or taking damage at all, rather, against Littlehorn, who really should be very easy for me to deal with, but we're kind of ricocheting his bombs and shots all over the place with our weird cursed eye interactions. Dude, how did I get hit on this guy? That's actually a little embarrassing. I know we got Spirit Hearts. PJs will help us out with even more Spirit Hearts, and the nail is like a really awesome choice for us here. I got no problems with that whatsoever. Certainly don't need Hagalaz anymore, but apart from that, I'm pretty stoked. Don't really care about that. Do care about this, and we need bombs, and Hagalaz and the nail cannot compensate for that. Now, what's great about this is that the nail, don't forget, also a damage upgrade. So, it's nice for us to be able to take advantage of that. One makes you larger. Not really a big deal. This is kind of like our own little, half Book of Belial here. Oh, my Lanta. That's what I get, man. That's what I get for taking Cursed Eye. Don't forget, didn't have to be this way. Also, I'm realizing the true value of bombs here, and it's worth more than the true value of Christmas as I deal with these enemies who I wouldn't be caught dead in a true value hardware with. Do you have those in America? True value hardware? We have a weird... I can't remember if the store is called Home Hardware, but we have like a hardware store up here. Of course, we have like Lowe's and, Home Depot and stuff, but we have a franchise in Canada called Home Hardware, and their slogan is homeowners helping homeowners, and it just, like, for whatever reason, my brain is not capable of understanding it. I'm like, what do you mean homeowners helping homeowners? I guess the meaning of it is that everybody who works there owns their own home, so they're not going to give you bad advice, but, like, aren't they susceptible to the whims of commission just like anybody else? Even more so, a home is a money pit. It's equity, but it's also, maintenance and, oh, what's that crack in the roof? Oh, did you forget to make the insurance renewal this month? Our rates have gotten hiked, Moreover, what if you're not a member of the property-owning workforce and you want to work there? What if you're extremely qualified, but you've chosen to rent for, your own personal reasons? Perhaps you're not comfortable being tied down. All of a sudden, you can't work there. Oh, sorry, are you a homeowner? No. Okay, I can't take your advice then. Why didn't you say something? It's a slogan I find somewhat, disingenuous, maybe. Please allow me to find the item room. I don't think I'm in purgatory yet, but it's always amazing to me, like, how fast an Isaac run can go from, like, we're set to, actually, this is kind of, like, scary. Mostly it's just, I was gonna say we're on the catacombs, so we're facing harder enemies. That's not true. We're on the caves. We're facing vanilla enemies. We're not spending any dang money here, I'll tell you that much. First off, because are you a homeowner? If not, you can't give me advice. If you're a homeowner, you gotta tell me, man. But I mean, it's not the only company guilty of having, a slogan that makes no sense. I'm trying to think, like, eat fresh kind of makes no sense to me when you consider, like, you can go into Subway and be like, give me a salami sandwich. Like, it's literally a cured meat loaded with preservatives. So that it can, oh, you fucker. So that it can survive the winter. Or the summer, rather. I don't know. I don't know anything about the history of salami, okay? All I know what to do is what to do with this story of salami. With this salami. Anyway. Hey, you're Subway, the Eat Fresh guys, right? Can I have a preservative-laden pork product overlaid on a slice of bread, please? Thank you very much. Not that, I mean, it's mostly look, I was stretching for a slogan I disagreed with. At first, your brain goes, da-da-da-da-da, I'm loving it. And I'm like, I mean, you could go to McDonald's and not love it. That's probably a healthier action, like, to not love a restaurant like you would love a person or a family member, is very sensible. I think we're going to head down. But most of the time I go to McDonald's, if you ask me like mid-second chicken McNugget, I'd be like, yeah, I love it. It's the greatest thing in the world right now. So I guess oh my Lanta, I can't take issue as much with the slogan as I originally thought. It's like a methinks the lady doth protest too much sort of moment. Okay, secret room is not there. Could the secret room be here, please? I am desperately seeking more damage. The fact that it's taking us like 13 tiers to get this champion down to the second phase is horrifying to me. Very troubling. We've got a lot of work to do. I pretty much have to take 100% ownership for that. It's been like a bad day of Isaac, if I'm being honest. Like I've recorded some of the runs that I consider like among the best, or that like at least one run I was like, this is the zaniest shit that's ever happened to me. On future runs though, I'm like, or on the runs that have happened since then, I've been like not really feeling 100% myself Isaac-wise. Like I've become disassociated from the game as a result of that ridiculous run that we had. So bear with me here. Like I'm aware of the fact that the play looks really sloppy right now. And in fact, you know, is very sloppy right now. Lots of preventable mistakes that really, it's the kind of thing where you're just like, okay, take a day or two away from Isaac. The videos are still going to come out because there's a backlog. But take a day or two away from Isaac and just, you know, let yourself go. I'm gonna actually take a little bit more damage than most of the time you'd probably want to here, just to expedite maybe getting a blood bag. Because I think that getting that blood bag permanently is worth a temporary loss of some HP. And for now, we're going to be awesome on this floor. And this, like, preview of what our damage is eventually going to look like is the exact reason that I'm like, we need to get that IV bag as soon as possible. So, we're definitely going to make an effort to get red hearts. There are red hearts on that room, but we need to be able to fly to take advantage of them. And a deal with the devil could end up making that happen here. But, you know, deal with the devil, you lose red hearts in the process. Algiz, that's ideal. Like the perfect rune for our present situation. Not going to give us a damage bonus, but picking up IV bag would be nice. If we get blood bag, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's still, pardon me, it's still an advantage, but it's not as much of an advantage as IV bag is. Certainly not permanently. It is blood bag. Curse of the Blind. That's okay. It really is okay. We can try to get IV bag later. Algiz, at the very least, bought us an HP upgrade. We will try to take advantage of this. It is really bad, actually. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get into our boss trap room. At this point, I don't know what I'm saving Hagalaz for. I guess, like, the first time I see a Tinted Rock and I have 0 bombs. And I have 0 nail charges. So it's a low percentage, but it could happen at some point. Like, Hagalaz is not going to do shit about that, so... yeah, we gotta check. Bob's Rotten Head. Well worth nothing at all. That's a bummer. You know what? That's why I like Curse of the Blind, though. I think I talked about that in another episode, but that's why I like Curse of the Blind. It actually has the potential to force you to make mistakes like that, that in some situations are going to be actually, like, great items. Like, that could have been Cricket's Head. In this situation, just a little bit of a bummer. But a bummer in a way that I think is very sensible for us to have tried to take advantage of. In the meantime, though, we got other priorities. We got other things to take care of. On the brain right now, we certainly want deal with the devil. Cambion Conception's a nice one, although we need basically a blood bag to get, or sorry, an IV bag to get maximum advantage out of it. Retrovision, not really that much of a problem. And the Frail, honestly, not really that much of a problem either. But probably one of the enemies who has a pretty good shot to make us teleport, okay, as mentioned. This run and my frustration with it all stems back to Cursed Eye, which all stems back to me picking it up in the first place out of impatience. So I can't be a hater about that. You think that maybe there's secret room access here? I mean, I was just asking a hypothetical question, to which the answer appears to be no. Second secret room gives us a black card. Okay, we're all evened up. We do have a chance at boss rush still. Better start. Much better start. Alright, no teleports, please. If we're not going to get the ability to make Bloody Lust pop off, I would really like if we gained the ability... That's fine, I was fully charged. I'd really like if we gained the ability to do damage in a non-Cursed Eye format. Wow, no deal with the devil. For example, Daddy Longlegs, Orbital, including Sack Dagger, you know, Ball of Bandages, Keep of Meat, etc., etc. These would all be very valuable for me. Oh man, I forgot how bad our damage is. We just got HP, which it may shock you to find out is not damage. And as a result, we are kind of like, you know, back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in our hair right now. I don't... Cursed Eye! I don't want to deliberately take damage to get our damage up, because I think it's, you know, asking for trouble. But I will say, there are certainly runs where I'm more disappointed to get hit than this one right here. However, getting hit is good in some ways. It's bad in the obvious way that we lose HP, and it's also bad because we keep teleporting and can't establish like a run narrative thanks to Cursed Eye. But at least our damage is like acceptable now. Great room for Hagalaz, by the way. We got no keys. Can't get in there. Felt like Bad Boy Street Team. Couldn't work the locks. We're good? Okay, now that we're like... It's just being able to hit enemies and kill them in like one Cursed Eye salvo that's important to me. Like, it's easy to forget. You might say the damage is not that bad. And it's not historically bad. But we're at base damage for Samson. It's weird remembering that you're not Eden, so like the characters do have base damage. We're at base damage for Samson, minus a little bit thanks to the Skinny Odd Mushroom. And I still think it was the right decision to take Skinny Odd Mushroom. Cursed Eye, on the other hand, was a fool's gamble. You gotta check this. You gotta look. That's fine. I can live with that, especially given the damage bonus that we get as a result. But, we're actually at lower than base damage. This is 100% worth it as well. Even though we have to take damage to make it work, it's so valuable. This, like, valuable enough to completely change the tone of the game right now. Like, we're in a disgustingly great position now. As ridiculous as that may sound. Now we can come in here. You know, we got battery charges. We got more battery charges. We're basically like a, you know, Dark Judas Azazel hybrid right now. Hybrid? Yeah, hybrid. I was like, hybrid? That's not right. Hybrid. Tiger uppercut. Okay. So now we're in a real good spot. Still want to get ourselves the best chance possible of getting that Deal with the Devil on the next, or on this floor. And the best chance possible of getting a Blood Bang on the next floor. We'll definitely take Humbling Bundle. And the Parasite. Okay. We waited, and then, you know, the gods of the game decided, you've waited long enough, it's time for your run to come to fruition. And I appreciate that it finally happened. Because I was actually reaching, like, peak frustration. As frustrated as I ever get with Isaac right there. And it's, you know, selfish reasons. Saws only. But, dude, I am eagerly awaiting. Thank you for the merciful teleport. I'm eagerly awaiting, like, the dawn of a normal run. It's just an adjustment period. I don't mean to sound like I'm being super complaining, especially now that I have DPS. I can't really be too bummed out about it, but it's just like the exhaustion of being teleported over and over thanks to Cursed Eye. Now I understand why you guys were like, stop taking Cursed Eye, it's so annoying. I totally get it now. Previously I was like, no, it's easy, just don't get hit. Just waiting to see if maybe that could give me a Spirit Heart. I don't know why I thought that was likely. Also don't know why I came back down here. We could use more tear effects, like piercing shots would be sick with this. But as is, it's still good. Oh, I want these bombs. Okay. So let's head down. I'm not going to open the golden chest back there. We got enough money to get an arcade. We're going to have a lot of HP for it. If we can get IV bag, we are done. The run will be a win. Barring a full run reroll, which is always positive. Barring a full run reroll. Excuse me. If you could just get yourself out of harm's way, I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, extra bombs and a blood bank. Please be a blood bank. Thank God it's not just one smug as shit key beggar sitting in here being like, I bet you wanted a blood bank, didn't you? We gotta try. I'm gonna give it like another 2.5 Spirit Hearts. I believe. Luck up. Well, sort of worth the cost of doing business. 2 red hearts. I love it. Should have done that earlier to avoid losing the spirit hearts. I'm really throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks at this point. Come on. Come on. You're not going to give me the IV bag or the blood bag after a display like that? Well, I guess we're going to have to work for it. On the bright side, we can still go to the mob trap room. Boss rush is kind of a secondary concern. But if we can teleport out, of course we'd like to. So let's make that happen. Blank rune. Could give us AWAS. Doesn't really allow us to teleport out of boss rush, though. And it also, like, could not give us AWAS. That's the other alternative, so I think you gotta be careful about that one. That's a key for the key gods. If you don't do that, well, you're missing out, mister. Looking for small chance of a teleport card there. I think I'm happy with this damage. I'm so happy with it. I wish we could, you know, maybe find some way to just have this damage forever, but I can't conceivably think of something that... Wait, you mean the blood bank can pay out with an item that makes this possible? I don't believe you. That doesn't sound like something that would happen in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. You say it's called the IV bag? Never heard of it. Nothing there. Okay, we found the boss room. It's kind of the nut up or shut up moment. I don't think that's really how that phrase goes. In theory, we probably could make this work right now, but I'm not going to invest heavily. I was hoping that was going to be the item room, and then maybe we could make the decision to do so depending on what it was. But it isn't, and life goes on. I'm also not going to use the nail yet. I'd like to save that for the mom fight, because I assume... Nah, disregard. I was going to say I assume the item room's super close, even if it is. As long as we don't teleport... Wait, that's how we get out of boss rush. Well... Luckily, we figured that out with 4 seconds left. Fruitcake. Good. Dangerous, but good. Much like an actual piece of Christmas cake. Dangerous, but good. Why dangerous? Because, you know, the saturated fat in those things? It's off the charts. Okay. Enough silliness here. It's time to finally get IV bag. It's not like we're waiting for anything at this point. I'm gonna get a spirit heart and then throw it away. We've done it. Thank you, the nail. Everything that you have done for us will not be in vain. We do still have to be careful with the way that we handle this, now that we don't have the nail. But it's a pretty huge get. Now if we could just get, like, Bloody Penny, or something along those lines, life would be but a dream. As they say in the classic song, row, row, row your boat. One way to do that is to play this. You guys probably know at this point, my patience for playing this is not very high, but I will do so regardless, because it is my duty. Haha, he said duty. And then we'll blow it up. Thanks for the half red heart. You jerk. Was there a red? We already bought the red heart on the display down here. On the bright side, Retrovision, hugely valuable pill for us at this point in the game. We're going to donate as much money as we can, rehydrate, and, you know, part 2 of this run is about to begin. I was mid-mouthful when you said that. When you said that. It's time to stop. Okay, we got an extra HP container, which is really useful, assuming we manage to keep it alive, because it allows us to actually play IV bag once on the next floor. Even if we get no red hearts for finishing this off, which is guaranteed. I don't see tinted rocks either, but yeah, this is... Ooh, don't teleport, please. This is actually pretty good. That's one of the better opportunities to get an Eternal Heart. I think she stepped on her own eye. That's a really nasty way to go. I think... Hear me out here. I think you don't take Dark Bum, because we want the half red hearts, and also, we can't take every deal with the devil, because we want to keep some HP to give ourselves the damage bonus that we need to, you know, function properly here. Look at how bad our damage is when we start a floor. It's heinous, man. So, we want Gimpy. This is a very scary dodge there, because Gimpy is going to give us... Thanks, Firemind. Because Gimpy is going to give us the ability... Let's take Blank Rune. It's Percano. It's not so bad. It's going to give us the ability to profit Spirit Hearts off of Red Hearts that we spend, which is almost Dark Bum-esque. We're also going to get more half Red Hearts from enemies, which is really important. But mostly it's because this allows us to, you know, gain some value out of the times that we were hitting ourselves. But it's been a little scary so far. I'm really unhappy that Fruitcake keeps giving me Fire Mind here. It makes the run very, very dangerous. In fact, if I had more foresight, I probably would have been like, isn't this the combination that ended your streak? And it sort of is. You know, really high shot speed Fire Mind with Cricket's Body or the Parasite creates shots that are essentially undodgeable. They just explode in your face as soon as you shoot them. So, it's a bad situation. May want to slow down on the Red Hearts here, but I was really hoping Gimpy would pay out. Luckily, you know, the luck upgrades are going to work towards that. Good enough. And where do we use the Emperor card? I mean, ideally we save it and we use it... Oh, enemies on multiple sides of the room here is the real dangerous part because we have no safe place to just hide from our own Fire Mine shots. Ideally, we save it and use it on the Cathedral. That tends to be the right course of action. But I don't know how. We always seem to find ourselves, you know, in a real bucket of syrup when we get onto the womb here. Bucket of syrup and womb probably should never be in a sentence together, but disregard that. Just trying to maintain some levity in a situation that's a little dangerous. We can fly. More Explosivo shots, please. Okay, that's fine. We didn't ever get enormous damage increases on this floor. You know, we got maybe 3 or 4. Maybe a little. I don't know. That actually seems relatively fair. So I'm feeling relatively good about the way that we handled ourselves in spite of that. Let's move on to the next floor and make it happen again. And we could, and it's very tempting to use the Emperor card right now. What's our curse? Curse of the Lost? Let's see how Gimpy pays out. Gimpy has chosen not to, which, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of, to be honest with you. I was kind of hoping that maybe, like, this item that we have called Gimpy, I thought maybe at some point, like, its principal benefit would actually serve us. Like, it would give us some Spirit Hearts, but apparently that's not the case. Gimpy has decided to be a little bitch about it, and really not an enormous fan of that, but, you know, we gotta persevere. When you're going through hell, keep going. All right, that's real bad. We shouldn't take the Eternal Heart yet, but if I don't take it now, I'm gonna forget. That I'll tell you with extreme certainty. What is going on with these shots? It's Are You a Wizard, but like 300 times worse. Is that fucking Spider Baby got the kill for me? I have never had to thank you as robustly as I will thank you in this present moment. Thank you very much, Spider Baby. You're doing amazing work. Me and the team are proud of you. Thank you for the luck upgrade so that Gimpy maybe can get its head out of its ass. Start giving us some Red Hearts. Poker chip. Interesting. We don't have a trinket, so it's sort of tempting, but I think at this point I'd rather take a larger chance of getting a consumable than a doubled chance of, than a half chance of getting a doubled consumable, as ridiculous as that sounds, because we need something urgently. So the faster we get a payout, the better, I think. This sucks. No Fire Mine shots, please. Good, good, good. Red Hearts. You know what? Sure. Mysterious Paper. Let's make it happen. Let's respawn as the Lost, if we have to. Whatever you need from me, game. Whatever you need. I know, Ruka. It's cruel the way I'm being treated here. That's bad damage. What can we do? There's freaking tractor beams everywhere. Oh my god. Dude. Dude. I did it to myself, I suppose, but for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I gotta get myself back in the groove here. Maybe we'll do like an Isaac run or two, just to get our feet back underneath me, because I feel like I'm on shaky ground in Isaac. It's a confidence thing, you know. Confidence is at a low right now, but I'm confident that I can improve my confidence. and then have my confidence improve myself. By the way, don't even look at this picture here. What is this? Draw me like one of your French girls. Anyway, for now, thanks for watching. Apologies for the loss here. But I feel like this is one where it wasn't just dumb damage. Like, the fire mine shit was destroying me. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.